Well, hello, Sagittarius. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello. I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. So, Sagittarius, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We are going to pull two cards to get your theme. And of course, you already know we're going to be using some oracles later on. But let's go ahead. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Sag. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what's coming out here for Sag. So for you, Sag, the first card that's coming out here is the Three of Wands, and you have the Two of Coins. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands, which is actually not bad at all. Now, the first card here, Three of Wands, it shows a lot on this particular picture. Three of Wands have always indicated the waiting or the arrival of something good. And the goodness that's in this reading could be anything, because the Four of Wands represents a house. It can represent graduating from college or having children. It can represent any and all those things. And so you guys are in expectation for something great to happen. You're waiting for something amazing to happen, and it will. Because what comes after the three, the four, right? So I feel like some of you guys are in a waiting period for something that you're really wanting. And it could be a new job. It could be a new house. It could be a relationship. I don't know why I'm getting, like with your reading, for some reason, I'm getting a lot of home energy. I'm getting a lot of home energy, not really sure where that's coming from. I'm not sure if you're going to be moving house. I don't know if you are, if someone is moving into your home, but there's something about your energy that brings off a lot of home energy here. And it feels like expansion. So maybe you're going to get a bigger house, or maybe you're going to redecorate or something like that. But I know it's going to get a little bit deeper a little bit later down the line. Now, the next card that's coming out here for you is the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is very busy. So I do see that for a lot of you in your home, you're very busy. Okay. You're like a busy home mother, home father. Some of you guys are busy. And that's not saying some of you guys are working from your house, right? Because you have the home energy there. So you're working out of your home. Some of you are working out of your home and out of your house. Some of you guys are going to school, because a part of the votes for women had something to do with their rights for education. So for a lot of you, this could be schooling. And you're trying to manage everything. Okay. This is like juggling your day-to-day life. Okay. So I do see some busy energies here, and a lot that you guys are going to be doing. Okay. Dealing with family. Fourth house deals with family. So it's going to be a lot to do dealing with family, a lot to do dealing with work and school and career. You are going to be busy. Okay, that is one thing that I can tell you, Sagittarius. And it's interesting because we saw the Four of Wands here in this picture. And the reason why I said, oh, you got a whole lot of home energy is because the Four of Wands came out in this energy, in this card. And so it's literally everywhere in your reading. But it's very foundational, and it's very comforting. So right now, I don't see a lot of stress. I actually see that there's some comfort that's coming from the Four of Wands, maybe spending a lot of time with family, spending time with your friend's house, socializing, that type of thing, being able to have a social life and a home life, right? If you have to take care of children, that type of thing. But either way, I do see some good stuff happening in your reading, just based off of those cards alone. Now, if we have to talk about money, now we talked about what could be happening. We talked about school, multiple jobs, that type of stuff. I'm also seeing with money that I feel like there's going to be an expansion of that. Because remember, the Four of Wands talks about a stability energy. And for some of you, if you haven't been stable financially, right? Remember, the Three of Wands is like, okay, I know something is coming in. I'm expecting my finances to get better, and it will. Because remember, the three is before the four. So how you're creating this stability is just going to be up to you. Not really sure how it's going to happen, but it will. Okay. We're going to pull some element cards and maybe get a clue of how that's going to happen for you, Sagittarius. Hey, Shanice. Hello. All right. Just start working from home. Perfect. All right. So let's see. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out here. Wow, what's coming out here for you, Sagittarius? Now, all of these cards we are going to talk about. Okay, you got the sixth house. You have the ascendant here. This is for Sagittarius. One more. Oh, everybody's getting the water element. Wow. You have opposition, and then you have the Cancer element. You got a lot of water that's coming out in your reading as well. Sixth house deals with what? Home, daily routines, right? We just talked about it. What does Cancer talk about? It's the fourth house. It's dealing with what? It's dealing with the family. And we talked about that in the beginning of the reading. Again, I told you, I'm getting a whole huge home element, family, theme here for you. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know how that is going to manifest in your life, but it's just what it is. Okay. Maybe it's children. Maybe some of you guys have kids for the first time, right? And then remember when I said that there could be someone moving into your home. Are you taking care of someone? Because remember, Cancer is the nurturing energy, it's the mothering energy. So some of you may be doing that. That could be your career, sixth house. Okay. Maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you're going to be finishing nursing school. Now, outside of your career, though, like I said before, there is a routine that's happening in the sixth house and things that you need to focus on yourself, dealing with your body, dealing with your health, dealing with spiritual health as well. Okay. Because the sixth house literally says you're being organized. That's another thing. Being organized. Okay. Don't wake up and just go to work, right? You took a shower the night before. Yes, I'll give you that, right? But waking up, going to work and not really planning things. This is like, now it's going to be a time for you to start planning and strategizing. And some of you may not have been in that place where you have been organized. Maybe you are organizing something in your home. Maybe you're straightening something up. You're organizing your closets, cleaning out your closets. Okay. It could be something like that. But I think you guys need a routine. Some of you guys are going to be exercising. That's going to help with your health and wellness and also with your mental. Okay. So I do see that as well. And if you haven't, maybe that's something you should do. And I think it's interesting because some of you are worried about your body. Some of you are worried about your appearance. And so you are taking care of the way that you look physically, not just, emotionally and spiritually, but the sixth house is health and the ascendant is your body, is you. It's the first house. And so I do feel like it is what you bring off your first impressions to people. So you're like, I want to look good. I want to feel good. Okay. And so I do feel like there is some type of reorganization happening with you. Maybe some of you are going to get cosmetic surgery. Maybe you're prioritizing yourself. Okay. More. Maybe you haven't been prioritizing yourself. But I'm going to be honest. I just feel like you haven't. You have not been prioritizing because you've been constantly thinking about your family and everyone else, right? Cancer is like, yeah, you may be nurturing other people, but now it's time to nurture yourself. Yes, we get it. We get it. But there's something here where you need to take care of yourself too, because you're being pulled in a lot of different directions, which is what we saw with the Two of Pentacles. So just be mindful of that. Okay. But I do see it. I do see that your approach to the way you see yourself is going to change. You're going to love your appearance. You're going to love the way that you look because you put in the work, which is the sixth house. That is good. That is amazing. Now let's get to the water element. The water element is more like going with the flow, and you're going to have to. Don't stress out, okay? And there could be someone that you're interested in, or you maybe you have water in your chart, particularly Cancer. You may have water in your chart, but I feel like you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible doing more exercises, right? You have to be a little bit more flexible with how you do things with your daily routine, because again, the Two of Pentacles is saying that you have a lot that's going on. And I personally feel that there's going to be subtle changes that's going to occur in your life, and you have to be able to be moldable. I'm telling you, it's something dealing with exercising and being moldable and all of that. It's like these two are actually talking. I don't know why I'm skipping over that ascendant, but I keep getting that it's the sixth house and that water element to me. That's what I'm saying. Some of you, this is also saying, if you have been, I don't know why I'm hearing water retention. And I don't know, there's a lot of reasons why. You're eating too much salt. Okay, maybe that's another thing. You need to change your diet. There's something about your diet, because I don't know why. I mean, I should have said that the first thing when I saw sixth house, but I didn't. I saw it when I saw the water element. So I feel like part of the sixth house is saying that there needs to be something changing in your diet, or there's medication that maybe, that you need to be taking or that you need to take. I know sometimes that happens when you get edema, right? When there's a lot of fluid. But either way, I do see that it's connected to your body. It's connected to your health. Okay. But I want you guys to go with the flow, because there are going to be things that may feel a little stress. Okay. But the universe got you, though, because I'm telling you, the Four of Wands is still celebratory energy here after all. All right. Now, you had opposition in the future. This is why I said, don't blow your top. This comes out almost in everybody's reading. We're going to always find a solution to the problem, but we need to know why this is here. Okay. And the water element is coming before the opposition. So there is something that's causing you to feel unbalanced. This is why I said your emotional body, or body here with the ascendant. There's something that's making you feel emotional. Could it be something dealing with your home, your neighborhood, your family? It could be. Right? Maybe you don't feel at home or feel safe with the people that you're supposed to feel safe with. It's something in that area that I'm seeing. Oppositions are also like you and this person just don't get along, because it talks about you're the polar opposite of them. Okay, especially if you married someone in the beginning, it was absolutely amazing. Now you and this person don't get along at all. You're always going at it, because it talks about power struggles. So I do, and this could be your job too, by the way. 6, they're both at the end. Okay, so you could be having that not necessarily with the family, but it could be at your job. That talks about your stability. Your stability feel threatened. You feel threatened by your job. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to pull a few cards here, of course, for you. We're going to get each card and see what it can mean for you, Sagittarius. I want to see what's going to come out here for Sag. Let's get the sixth house here for Sagittarius. Came out just like that. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is crazy, because you guys actually had the Ace of Pentacles and you had the Emperor. Now, wow. Whoa. Now, we're on the sixth house that deal with work and career. Now, we'll get to other stuff in a minute. But this is really promising, because we literally just said the Four of Wands was coming. And remember, I said you're in the Three of Wands energy. You're waiting for something to occur that's going to bring you stability with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands came out. Same thing with the Ace of Pentacles, which talks about stability energy. There's going to be money coming from the area of work. Now, I mean, of course, you may have multiple streams of income, but I'm talking about your work. It's going to be nice. You had 2 really good cards that even talked about how you're going to feel when it comes down to your money. You're going to feel comfortable. Again, going back to the 4th house. And some opportunity that will come in for you that is going to bring you stability. Even if it's your own business, your home-based business is going to grow. 3 of Wands, expansion. Now, you may have had oppositions even in the past, and there's still going to be a little frustration in the future when it comes down to maybe growing your business or maybe experiencing stagnation. That could be something that you may experience with the opposition in the future. Okay. I have to admit, just because money is coming in, just because you're about to be maybe you're about to get promoted, it doesn't mean that you're not going to experience problems. It's saying in this new role, in this new position that you're about to have, just expect for a little bit of a struggle. Because your employees may not listen to you. There may be someone who don't like you for whatever reason. Maybe someone doesn't want you to get promoted, even though you do. They may not want it to be. And so because you did, now they want to give you hell. It can be anything like that. All right. There could be someone in your home. Because remember, if we're talking about the Four of Wands and the Six of House deals with daily routines, there could be someone in your home that you have power struggles with, and you are like, I need to get the hell up out of here. I need this whole house to be thrown away. Okay. Everything, not the children, but everything else with it needs to go with it, right? Because there's this lack of dissatisfaction. I mean, there's this dissatisfaction that you are experiencing, and now you're trying to get control of it. The Emperor talks about control, okay? Especially if there's been chaos in the home where you have not been able to get your daily routines under control. There's something happening here. Now you're like, enough is enough. The kids have to listen to you. The husband has to listen to you. The wife has to listen to you, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever. They have to listen, because for you, it is all about routine. That's the only way that you're going to be able to function under this energy. Okay? That's the only way, especially with the opposition there. You don't need the opposition in your home. All right? So I do see you getting things under control here with that Emperor card. But man, I'm talking about money though. Money looks good. Money looks absolutely amazing here. And I love the fact that the Three of Wands came out, because for some of you, you're like, that hasn't happened yet. Exactly. It hasn't. The Three of Wands, 3 before the 4. You're waiting for the celebratory energy. You're waiting for it to happen. Okay. Now let's get the Ascendant. Let's see what comes out here for the Ascendant for Sag. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Ooh. Oof. You could, really, like this one right here really doesn't have anything to do with money. I mean, I can read it, but I'm not, right? Because I kind of already went over that, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, especially when we get to the last card. We're going to go right back to money. But I want to talk about why the water element is really showing. Did you notice the Ace of Cups came out one row before? Well, the Ace of Cups came out, and then we had the water element, right? It was already telling us something. It was already like, something's happening. Now, a lot of you are going to be dealing with someone with water, okay, in their chart, okay? Or you have water in your chart, but it's something like that. Now, let me tell you, the Ascendant is what? Remember, it is about how people see you. First impressions, Ace of Cups, boom. Now it's like, ooh, you like somebody. You didn't think that you were going to like them. Baby, you liking somebody. You liking the attention. You like the way they move. You like the way they dance. You like the way they groove, honey. And you like the way they are when you first meet them. Because again, this love connection, Ace of Cups, this love connection makes you feel something. It's the way that you feel when you first meet them, because not everybody can impress you like that. Not everyone. And it's something about this person's energy. Very much so. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this person is going to be here forever. Okay. I ain't going to say that. Now, some of you, this is reconnecting, because you guys already know the Ace of Cups to me could be new love or reconciliation. It can literally be one of those two. Somebody comes back and you're impressed. You see somebody for the first time in a long time, and you're like, ooh. Especially when I said that could be you, right? That could be you, because we already said you got a new body. You're looking all good. You've been exercising. Somebody's like, ooh. Whatever it is, whether they're from the past or new, they are liking what they see. We literally talked about that in the beginning of the reading, and now this person is like, okay. Have you ever heard those stories where people, they're friends with someone and then they lose weight, and all of a sudden, and it's literally a real true story where it was a girl who was heavier, and it was a guy that was her friend, and she always liked the guy, and the guy liked her personality, but he they were friends because, he never looked at her that way because she was heavyset, right? She lost all of this weight. And I saw this happening years ago. I would never forget it, because I saw it with my own eyes. It wasn't me though, but but I saw with my own eyes. The chick lost weight and the dude switched up. He was like, whoa, wait, what? And it was hard for him because now he already liked her as a person. And then the attraction came. Man, it was a lethal combination. And they got married, actually. So I'm saying that there is a strong connection here with someone who finds you very attractive. I do believe that there's been a change within you on many levels, not just physical, but also emotionally. You've been practicing self-love. Totally see that. And because you've been loving yourself, other people now can love you. Because they see it, they spot it. Okay? There is very much so a lot of chemistry here between you and somebody. Now, let's get the water element. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Sag. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy because literally, I was about to say this feels like a divine connection. And the card that came out was past life. Because I'm like, why do this person like this person like that? It's really not just about the appearance. It's not. There is something deeper because remember, it's all water. The card that I saw it was the Ace of Cups, but we already saw that the water element had came out already. And I'm like, there's a deep emotional connection with somebody. And you don't really find that with everybody. It's like you are, or the way this person, and then it could be either or, right? The way that the person views you or see you is like their emotional safe haven goes right back to that house, feeling welcome, feeling safe. Someone here feels like that about somebody. And even if there was like this back and forth, y'all know I don't like to do this because I don't want to have people to latch on to past energy. I want to encourage people to be open and free. You can do whatever you want, but I don't ever want it. I never be like, you do whatever you want. But I'm never like, the past person, right? No, but I'm saying, if this has been happening where someone has been back and forth coming in and out of your life in this way, that could be why they're doing it, really. Because there's now an emotional link. There's an emotional connection that kind of supersedes anything that's not necessarily physical. Okay? But it can be a little hurtful. I do see that someone is opening themselves up to something new here in this reading. That I do see. If there feels like multiple people in this reading, I'm gonna be honest. Now, the reason why I kind of have to say it now, because now we're getting to the opposition. Now, Sag, what if you were the one who had many different opportunities, different people and love, that type of thing? And you're like, there's someone here that you have been waiting on, okay, or you've been dealing with. There's someone moving in a different direction here. And it's because they want something new, because of the strain, because of the ups and downs here with the Two of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. This is not the person, now this can go vice versa, but this is not the person that leaves because they leave. This is like someone leaves because it's like, it's emotional roller coaster. There it is again, emotional roller coaster, right? That's the reason why they leave. And that's why I say it could be you too, right? Because there's a card here, I'm not going to point it out, but there's a card here that's saying there's someone outside of you leaving. Like they're not staying in one place. And maybe it's because maybe they feel like you love yourself too much, which happens. Okay? You come first and nobody else, and sometimes that clashes with showing love for the other person. Or Sagittarius, that's what you've been thinking. Okay? And it's telling you need to start loving yourself because that's what will happen. You're going to start seeing things from a different perspective, see things from a different light, where you are going to be opening yourself up to new people, where you don't have to latch on or stay stuck in an energy that is not really giving. Now, let's see what this opposition is. Okay. Now you have the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups. Whew, three. Well, Sag. I want to say someone. I'm going to say someone because I don't know who's doing it. Someone is graduating to a new way of life. They are graduating out of a perpetual cycle, where something looks like there's a dead end. Someone is moving on from that. Now, you see how this person has their hat in the air? I already know what I'm talking about because there's other cards here. Baby, that's what's happening. And there is someone here who now will end up being the opposition. So whereas there is always opposition that you were experiencing, now this person is going to feel the opposition that you bring, because now you're opening yourself up and there's someone coming into your life that you are now giving the opportunity to love you. You get it? It depends on who it is. You have been experiencing this unbalanced relationship for a very long time, whether it was you that was creating it or them. Someone has been creating an imbalance in the connection. And your question has always been, do I love myself? Or do you love yourself enough to say, I'm going to call it quits? Remember, when you throw that hat in the air, like, I'm calling it quits. I give up, right? I'm letting it go, right? That's what I see that's going to occur. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be forever, but at least you're going to attempt to. At least you're going to attempt. I want to come back to the love energy in a minute, but I do want to talk about money. I said I was going to get to the last card. I love the fact that there's a graduation picture here, because I don't know if you guys, like I think I said before, graduating from nursing school. For some of you, you're going to get your certificate in something. You're going to be graduating from something. You're going to be completing something. There's going to be something that you're going to accomplish, okay? Because again, I see money. And you are in control of it. You are in control of how you're going to make it. Whether it's 2 jobs or graduating from school. Maybe you may decide to go back to school. And this is actually saying that the opposition is really the fact that, you know what, it's going to be hard. You got to go to work. You got to go to school. You got to take care of your family. I know some people that have 2 jobs and go to school. Baby, when I tell you I'm like, how? How? But doesn't that bring opposition in your life with other things? It causes a conflict. But somebody believes that it's worth it, right? That no matter what you guys have experienced or what you are experiencing, there is still going to be a celebratory energy here. You're going to be able to overcome whatever obstacle that you're going to face in the future when it comes down to your money. Like, I'm talking about celebratory is everywhere, because you even had here with the 3 of Cups. You just going to have to put up a good fight, because you're going to be tired some days. 6th house. You ain't going to want to do it. But that's the reason why it says you have to put in the routine. If you don't have structure, which 6th house is basically telling you have to do, if you have no structure, you won't do it. You get what I'm saying? You just will not. So one thing that I see here is that you're doing it, honey. You are doing it. And I love every minute of it. Money is amazing. Accomplishment here is amazing. I do see your mood changing, being a little moody because you are tired. That I do see. Maybe your kids are complaining that you're moody. Maybe your partner is complaining that you're moody, or they're the ones who's making you moody. But I see it. See you and your feelings about something that someone has done or said. Now, this is what fell out like that. This card says they can't get over you no matter who they are with. Whoa. Didn't I just say that somebody was going to try to move on? Oh, that was so on point. I literally said that. I said, let me just change this to the other person, because I said I saw the other person doing it. This is their little attempt. But maybe they should. Maybe you've been tormenting them emotionally. Maybe they should. But it really is a little attempt. Maybe this is their attempt to try to get over you. They're trying, right? But it's funny because even on this card right here, you'll notice that this person is not really there. So someone is gone and they're still like, Sagittarius, I can't get over you. Let's see what else comes out. You guys are connected. And I said it was like a divine connection, right? In some kind of way. Or it looks like that. Now, the next card that's coming out, the way that it kind of flipped out, I'm just going to take it. It says, unsatisfied, has everything but never enough. So you're dealing with someone who's always discontented. There's always discontentment. The person looked good, the person attractive, they got the best wife in the world, the best husband in the world, best kids in the world, best job in the world, all of that. And they're still like, oh, yeah, life. You're like, what? Nothing impresses them. Maybe they're impressed. Maybe they're impressed for a little bit, but after that, they're like, yeah, what else can you do? You see what I'm saying? This could be you or them, by the way. These cards can be wherever, or this could be someone in your life. Unsatisfied all the time, always complaining, always satisfied, always dissatisfied, even if they don't complain. This energy is a little dangerous though, because if let's say you have someone who feels like, they are always trying to satisfy, right? And then you have this person that you can't really do it, not for the long haul. And the person just keeps trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. Wouldn't they be put in the Two of Pentacles energy? Wouldn't that person get put in the Two of Pentacles energy? Remember, I said the Two of Pentacles energy has everything to do with emotionally roller coaster ride. That's what I said. And if you are in this energy where you are dealing with someone who is doing this, hell yeah. Because you're like, why aren't you listening? Why nothing that I do ever works? Because it's not going to work. That's just who they are. You can literally come home and sit on the couch. It literally wouldn't even change their mind, really. Not much. I mean, just as long as you do what you got to do. But I mean, other than that, you don't have to go extra. Some of y'all are trying to go big. And you really ain't got to do all of that. Okay? You really don't. This person just don't, they may not see it or recognize it ever because they're just not that type of person. Let's go ahead. Let's see what else is coming out. Who am I describing? Sometimes this can be kids. Okay. You're like, man, what's wrong? The next one here. Accuses you of harmful intent to throw others off their guilty scent. Ooh, that's the gaslighting. That's when someone is like, I think you're cheating. I think you're cheating. I think that you're this. I think that you're that. I don't think that you're a good mother. I don't think that you're a good person. I don't think that you're a good person. And it's because of them. They're projecting. This is projection all the way. Yeah, it's you. But you see how she's forming the little, the gun. This is what this person does. And you're like, remember, you're doing everything that you possibly could. And here this person is projecting off on you because they are guilty. They want to make sure, because it says guilty scent. So they're just saying it because they don't want you to pick up on what they're doing. Because this person, obviously, and I can't show this part on camera, But obviously, it's because this person likes a lot of kisses from a lot of different people. And there could be some cheating here because we did see the last part of that deals with opposition. But it says that this person is more focused on their looks because it gets them what they want. Now, it could be because of you. It could be you who's like that, or them. But there has been someone who's been selfish in any of these energies that has caused a lot of arguments, a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and it has caused an emotional roller coaster, like we talked about before. Whoa, I almost put this card back down and I almost didn't read it. Let's listen to what this says. Easily triggered by others because they haven't forgiven them. When I first looked at that, I thought that said themselves. I literally thought themselves is on this card. So that's why I was supposed to read it that way. They get easily triggered because they haven't forgiven themselves. Now, this is making me feel that somebody has done something that caused trauma to another person in some way or hurt somebody in a certain way. And remember when I said someone is finally going to graduate from that cycle? Ooh. It's like whoever the guilty party is now going to be turned into a monster. Because anyone that comes in their way, they're never going to be satisfied with that because they are not satisfied within themselves because of something that they've done. And you could be at the end of that right now, maybe because they've done that to somebody else, or you've done that to someone, or, you get what I'm saying. But somebody is in that energy. Your whole point of your reading, like I said before, is for you to start balancing out. You're prioritizing yourself here with the 6th house. And you still got this whole family thing, but it is taking care of yourself with Cancer. It's telling you that. It is saying that there has got to be more so of a nurturing energy coming your way instead of going out. But this is what I have for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys, are new, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're interested in a personal reading, all that information is down below. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you back here soon. I literally may come back on tonight. It just all depends, but I always say that. And then I just be getting lazy and I look at streams, but we'll figure it out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.